Hey guys, it's Peyton and today I am going to be talking about my most anticipated fall releases of 2019. And I'm sitting a bit further back today so you can see my pumpkin shirt. It's the Great Pumpkin from Charlie Brown. I literally got it yesterday and I just thought it was the perfect thing to wear for this fall themed video where I'm talking about, like I said, my most anticipated releases. So I have 8 books that I'm really excited for to talk about in this video, and I have 8 books to talk about in this video and I'm super excited for all of them. My boyfriend just texted something cute, so I gotta answer. I'm gonna be honest, I will still not have a lot of these books by the end of the year just because I try to save and I just feel really bad when I buy books when I could save money. Like, I'm at that point of my life just because I know half the time when I buy them, like, they sit on my shelf waiting to be read forever. So I'm trying to read what I have now, but all these new books keep coming out and I really want them. I've been in a month-long reading slump just because I've been so busy with starting college and everything. I haven't been able to read much and I'm really just so pumped to get back into reading and to buy a bunch of books, and it's bad. I need to stop. I have like $60 worth of books in my Amazon cart right now and I'm just so close to clicking order, so it's probably gonna end up happening today. So let's just go ahead and get into these anticipated books. The first book that I'm excited for is Wayward Son by Rainbow Rowell. This comes out September 24th, which is actually in a few days, and the book might already be out by the time this video is up, and I'm like such a boob for putting this in my list because I haven't even read Carry On, and this is the sequel to Carry On, yet I'm super excited for this book still. I really want to read Carry On. I've had it on my shelf since release date. I don't know why I haven't read it yet, you guys, but you know, I'm still like really into the hype of this series and I haven't even started them. I already feel like I love them. I need to just read it. I guess I kind of feel like I already love it because Carry On is such like a weird situation where in Fangirl, the main character Kath writes a fanfiction of Simon Snow, which is her version of Harry Potter, and that is Carry On. We got snippets of that, so I guess I kind of am like exposed to it. I just haven't really read it yet, so I think I'm gonna absolutely love Carry On when I finally get to it, which I think like soon is the best idea, because I'd love to hop on this finally, and maybe I could do like a reading vlog for both of them, like together. That'd actually be really fun. So if you want that, let me know. Like I said, it's basically Simon Snow's story, which is really similar to Harry Potter. And I don't really know like the plot of the actual story. I just know the Harry Potter vibes are real, and I know it is a male-male romance, and it's kind of enemies to lovers, I think, just based on what I know from Fangirl. So I think I would absolutely love this, and I just put it on the list because it's exciting for everybody on booktube. The next book that I'm super excited for to come out is Find Me by Tahira Mafi. This comes out October 8th. And I have this in my Amazon cart currently, and I'm gonna buy it because I need it immediately. And this is actually a novella collection for the Shatter Me series that she wrote, and it has a new novella at the end of it that we have not been exposed to yet. I think it's called Reveal Me, which is the new novella at the end, and I don't know if I'm gonna reread Shadow Me because I've read that twice. I might just like skip to the Reveal Me part and count that as read, like whatever. And I honestly do not know like who is leading this novella. I assume Kenji is, but I don't really know. I think that this novella takes place after Defy Me, which is the most recent book that Tahira has put out, and that's the 5th book in the Shatter Me series. So I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy this. I love Tahira Mafi. I know a lot of people are hating on the Shatter Me series recently, and like, okay, whatever, but I still love it, so. To put a small explanation on the Shatter Me series, because I've explained it a lot, it's basically about a girl named Juliet who has a killer touch, and if she touches you, you die. And she's currently in an insane asylum, but she's broken out by these government people because they want to use her as a weapon, and she has to figure things out from there. The next book that I'm super excited for is Mooncakes by, oh, I don't know who this is by. Ooh, embarrassing. I also have it in my Amazon cart. It's by Wendy Zhu. I don't know if I pronounced the last name correctly, and Suzanne Walker. I don't know who wrote it and who illustrated it. And this book comes out October 15th. This one is actually a graphic novel that I'm super excited for. I've seen a couple videos of people reading the arcs of it, and it just seems like it's going to be such a good, cute little book. And after I read Heartstopper, which is another graphic novel little series, I'm just really wanting to get into graphic novels now, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. So this is gonna be one of the ones on my radar. Super excited about it. One of the main characters is non-binary. There's lesbian grandmas, I'm pretty sure. And it says a story of love and demons, family, and witchcraft. So it's set in autumn, and it has a witch and a werewolf as the main characters, and the main character works at her grandmother's bookshop, and she helps loan out spell books and investigate supernatural occurrences in New England. I just think this plot sounds super good. One fateful night, she follows reports of a white wolf into the woods, and she comes across the unexpected, her childhood crush, battling a horse demon in the woods. So I don't really know where this book is going, but it sounds so cute, and I've heard such great things about it, so I'm super pumped for it, and I feel like it's going to be a great fall read. I just love this pumpkin, oh my gosh. The next book I'm excited for is I Hope You Get This Message by Farah Naz Rishi. I hope I said that right, I feel bad. This book comes out October 22nd, and from what I read about this book, it's basically about this alien planet telling Earth that they're about to kill them all in a matter of a few days. And I think 4 teens like come together, and they're all like, do we deserve to live or do we die? And what was that? I don't know. The cover is absolutely gorgeous, and if you go on Goodreads, people that have already read it, like, really great reviews. So I think this is going to be a super good one. I don't really know that much about it, but when I heard about, like, aliens about to kill us all, like, I don't know why that just, like, really sparked something within me, but I'm really intrigued. The next book I'm excited for is The Toll by Neil Shusterman. This comes out November 5th. This is the 3rd book in the Arc of the Scythedom series. I think this is the last book in the series, I believe. I'm super excited to see where this book takes us. The first book, Scythe, and the second book, Thunderhead, like, were both really good. I didn't like it as much as some other people did, if I'm being entirely honest, but it was really great rides. Those books were addicting, so I'm really excited to see where this book is going to take us. And if you don't know the plot of Scythe, it's basically about a world where nobody dies anymore because science has advanced that much, but you know, overpopulation is a real issue, especially if nobody's dying anymore and they can resurrect you if you do die. They have to give certain people the jobs of killing people at random just to keep the population in check, just because nobody can die anymore. Like, someone has to kill off somebody, you know? So the people that do that are the Scythes, and our 2 main characters are apprentices of a Scythe, so they're learning how to kill people, basically. They're in a competition, only one of them can be a Scythe. They're competing to be the person that gets to kill people. I think the whole thing about being a Scythe is you can never be killed and your family can never be killed, so that's like the perk of it. I may have made that up, but you know. Super excited to see where this one goes, because the last one ended off really rough. Like, things were going down. The next book on my list is Girls of Storm and Shadow by Natasha Nagon. I don't know how to say her last name, so I'm sorry if I said it wrong, but this comes out November 5th as well. This is the 2nd book following Girls of Paper and Fire, if you've heard of that one. And I read that one. I wasn't absolutely obsessed with it, but I still enjoyed it, though major trigger warnings for like sexual abuse and things like that, because that one was really heavy. Like, there's some intense scenes of like, wow, and when I tell you the plot, you'll kind of understand why. But there is a female-female romance in this one. I wish I loved it more. It's just, I'm so picky with my romances, especially as of lately. Like, I really want to feel the emotions in between them, and I want like that slow burn. And this one was one of the better ones that I have read, but it still like wasn't that perfect like romance that I really want. Like, give me that Evelyn Hugo level female romance. It's so good. Basically, the plot of the first book is really dark, and it's about this world where you're either like human or there's like some demon people. Great explanation, of course. And there's a demon king, and he's crazy, and every year he has paper girls come in, and basically paper girls are girls that he wants to come in so he can have sex with them, like against their will. So the main character was chosen against her will to be a paper girl, and she's expected to at some point like please this man. And she ends up falling in love with one of the girls that also was selected. I like that through all the darkness that they found each other. That was really cute. But dang, the scenes with the king dude, it was terrifying. Like, those were really hard to read. So major trigger warnings for that kinds of stuff. But I am definitely intrigued to continue on. It left off with an ending. And I need to know where this series is going. I don't know if there's going to be more after this or if it's just a duology, but we'll see. The next book I'm excited for is The Skyweaver by Kristen Ciccarelli. This book comes out November 12th, and this is the companion novel to The Last Namsara and The Caged Queen, and I absolutely loved The Last Namsara. I read it like over a year ago from the library. I recently bought it for myself and the second one. I still haven't read the second one. The second one is also a companion to the first one, so this is like a companion series, and I didn't really look at the description for this specific book because I don't know if I would be spoiled for the second one in this companion series. I just didn't want to risk it. But when I was scrolling through Goodreads, it looks like this book is an enemies to lovers female-female romance. So that's really exciting. We love enemies to lovers. We love female-female. So this is going to be super fun. And I might reread The Last Namsara and read The Caged Queen before this because I just feel like it'd be a lot more fun that way, reading them all together. And The Last Namsara is basically about this girl. She's a princess, but she's not your typical princess sort of thing. She is a dragon slayer, and she actually has burns all up and down like her face and stuff because she was burned when she was little, and she has sworn to like kill all these dragons for her dad, who's the king, and stuff like that. The interesting thing about these dragons is they're drawn out when someone tells stories. So if you tell a story, they come out of hibernation basically, and they are coming for you. Basically, stories are banned at this point. They're dangerous. And that is definitely a very interesting aspect into the story. Makes it good. And this girl has a love story with, I think he's a servant. From what I remember, I really enjoyed the love story. It was cool. I like the dragon slaying aspect. Like, dragons are awesome. We have now reached the final book that I'm super excited for, and I'm sure there's books that I either forgot to mention or I'll find out later that I'm interested in. So, The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. This comes out November 19th. So excited for this book. It is the third and final book in the Cruel Prince trilogy, and I am so hyped. Originally, it was supposed to come out next year, but it got pushed forward. Normally, books are pushed backward, but this book got pushed forward, and it was so good. And basically, to explain The Cruel Prince, you've probably already heard about it, but it's about this girl named Jude, and she has a twin sister and an older sister, and her older sister is actually half fairy, and her twin are completely human. Basically, the older sister is half fairy because her mother used to be married to this fairy from the freaking fairy world, but she ran away with the children and got remarried to some other dude. And one day, the fairy dude comes and kills her parents. This is like the first chapter, so it's in the description. So like, I'm not spoiling you. The dude comes and kills the parents in front of the kids, takes the kids to the fairy world. And the twins, Jude and her sister, who sucks, have to grow up in this fairy world where fairies don't really like humans. And there's an enemies to lovers romance that is so beautiful. And it's so good. So if you're into that, check this one out. It's so fun. They're trashy, but good. So those are all the books that I have to talk about today. Like I said, I'm sure there's something I'm missing. It always happens, but this is the ones that I could remember, and I put a list of for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like it, comment down below. Have a good day. Please subscribe. Make sure to follow all my social medias, which are linked down below, and go click the bell button, which is right by the subscribe button, which you should have already clicked. And goodbye.